This is the Aputure 600X, and I want to talk about why I added it to my lighting kit. So let's get the obvious stuff out of the way. This is a 600 watt bi-color Aputure Light Storm fixture. That means you're gonna get super great build quality. It's gonna come with a nice carrying case, and it's gonna be compatible with all the Aputure series of lights. So what this means is that you can use the Aputure 600X and integrate it into Aputure's Sidus Link system. Sidus Link is an app that you can use on your iPad or iPhone, and then you can control all your lights wirelessly. This is such a crazy thing to have because on bigger sets back in the day, you used to have someone go up and turn on all the lights, turn off all the lights, especially the big fixtures that are up really high. Imagine mounting this up 20 feet outside, shooting through a window, it's raining, and you have to go out and touch the dial. Now I can just turn it off and on. I can change color temperature. I can change a million things with just the touch of a button. And that integration for me as a one-man band, a solo shooter for the most part, is such a great feature. I can now control a whole lighting environment that I set up with my phone or an iPad. And honestly, I love working quickly and I love just kind of thinking and not having to talk too much. Don't get me wrong, having an assistant is amazing, but having these things at my fingertips for me when I'm working is absolutely amazing. A lot of the times this light's gonna be overkill. You're not gonna need it at full power. Maybe not even 10%. But certain times you will need it and you'll be happy you had it. Right now my key light's at almost full power and I wanna expose outside of that window. I can't, because then I'd be underexposed and it'd be too weird of a scene. What I could do is take this, because it's that much more powerful, put it on there, crank it up, put some ND on, expose the outside properly, and then I'm exposed properly and the outside's exposed properly. It's not really the best day to show this example because it's already kind of dark and gloomy outside. We have awful weather today and there's clouds and you don't need to expose that much because there's not really any sun. But when I add the 600, I get this nice high key look, and it's not even at 100% yet, it's only at 50%, but I have that extra power if I need it. And that's why I love having this in my kit. It's not always the sun you're battling against either. Sometimes it's a practical light. There's a tube back there that I just leave on sometimes that's very bright and doesn't suit the mood for the lighting I want to go for sometimes. So a couple stops of ND and now this 600X will balance it just fine. A benefit to having a big powerful light, or a couple lights for that matter, is you can now control all the lights that are in your environment. Right now this particular scene is not daytime and there's not a sunset happening. That's just the 600X out in the hallway at a really warm color temperature, and it's just casting a shadow through the door because it's so powerful to the back, making it seem like the sun might be setting from what is actually just a hallway and there are no windows over there. Being able to control and manipulate the light in every scene you shoot in any environment is such an amazing thing to have, because the more you can control, the more you can dial in and the better you can make everything look, because you don't have to rely on the sun or ambient interior lighting or things that aren't necessarily going to be great for your production. The 600X is actually waterproof or water resistant, and you can leave it out in the rain and shoot it through a window if you want to get that look. So you don't have to worry about environmental challenges or anything that could or would normally damage a point source light just like this. I'm excited to have these options in those scenarios where I absolutely need it. So the main reason I bought this light is because it incorporates perfectly into my Aputure ecosystem. I love having a big, powerful light that has too much power for most scenarios because I like that headroom just in case. I've been on shoots before where I brought a light and I made it work, but I just wish I had that little bit more. I compare this Aputure 600X with my Nova P300C and I have this amazing kit. I also have a few peripheral lights that I can add in places and just make everything look that much better. Having something like this in my kit makes me that much more professional. If you can afford it, I would always buy one big powerful light to start and then get peripherals after. I'm slowly working up to getting bigger, better things, and as much as this is overkill in so many scenarios, I'm super happy to have it. Now, it's not cheap, mind you, and you can achieve most things with a smaller light like the 200X or 200D or even the 120D, same light that I started with. But having that extra is something that I would advise anyone to do. Big productions have at least one of these, or the 1200D or more. And as I work forward and as I grow as a video creator and DP, having these things and having the knowledge of how to use them is something that I will find invaluable moving forward. I have things now that I can make my clients' lives better, and it just makes my life better because I know that I have things that I can make people look good with. If you like content like this and you want to hear more about lighting, you want to hear more about anything, please let me know. I'm just on this YouTube journey for this year and I'm hoping it's going well. All right, guys, have a great day.